you would like to share, but I need only one, please. Only one. Who raised your hand first? I give that opportunity. Wow, all of you raised the hand at the same time.
I'll share.
Okay, Tiffany, please.
I didn't write anything down. However, when you said that my why was personalities, I got a little bit because I'm like, why is my why personalities? Personalities isn't my why. My why is increasing people's potential, getting over whatever it is that's holding you back from doing anything you need to do to increase your own potential. And if that's understanding your personality and how it's okay to just be you, then I'll help you with that. Or we'll talk about superhero movies, or we'll talk about things that you want to accomplish that you never thought you were able to accomplish. That is the foundation of every single speech that I write.
That's awesome. And how the audience can achieve your what? Your what is talking about personality type, right? So how people can learn to know more about their personality, that how they can find the true personality of themselves. So you have the strategies, right? Okay. You would like to share a little bit, like briefly,
About my what?
about your how?
How do I go about? Most often, I try to find things that people can relate to. Information, storytelling. Tell a story that the narrative of the story is something that other people can relate to draw out an emotional response, most often. Persuasive, anything to do with rhetoric. If I say the word rhetoric, does people understand what that means? It's the art of persuasive arguments. That if you're a lawyer, or as myself, I majored in history, and in this type of setting, if you were all a bunch of history majors, we would all be reading the same articles, and we would have to present our argument as to what happened in history based on the information that we have, using the best form of the argument. Not, I have the facts, because I don't have a time machine, I can't go back into history and tell you exactly what happened, but based on the information I have, I will persuade you to believe my argument, and you will try to dissuade me using the information that you have. The objective of a speaker is to persuade people.
Okay, excellent. Give her a round of applause. All right, so let's go on to speech structure. Now we get an idea, we get the scope of our message, right? Next, we need to do the speech in structure. We have 4 parts of speech in structures. It is pre-opening, opening, content, and closing. So what I mean by pre-opening? Pre-opening is something that you hook the audience right away, to grab their attention right away when you are on the stage. You can start with questions, humor, a short story, or some memorable phrase, or anything that you can grab the audience attention. For me, I always start with raise your hand, and my mentor Aaron said, I'm boring, mother. Every of your speech start with raise your hand. Come up with something else, please. Then I realized, right? And then I remember once James started his speech with his gestures. He didn't,
Gestures.
Yes. He didn't do anything, just pretending that he sits, he talked with someone, he walked around, and people laughing the whole time. So I just copied him. And I started with my speech that I won first place with some gestures. Like I just got up on the stage and pretend that I just finished shower and I feel fresh, like, and I do like this and I do like this. People know that I just watching myself in the mirror, and that's success. People laugh on that, and thank you, James, for that idea. So you can start with anything, creating anything that you think that will hook the audience right away. Next, part 2 is opening. So opening is very important. You need to earn the right. Earn the right means why you deserve to be on the stage. For today, I earned the right by telling you I have experience. David Fisher had a lot of experience. We are award-winning speakers. To earn the right that we deserve to be on the stage, to share our knowledge and experience with you. Then we have to tell our audience what's in it for them, what's in it for us, for you, for me. Because the reason they come today, the reason all of you come today, to want to know what we can learn from, right? What the subject, what we are going to learn today. You need to tell the audience, run away, because they don't want to spend 7 minutes, 2 hours to just come and learn nothing. Or they don't want to hear you speak for 24 hours if they learn nothing, right? Okay, next is content. Content is the way, content is the where that you will share what, why, how in this space. Remember, we write what, why, how at the beginning. It's the content template. This is the area that you put all the information in this area. You can add anything in there to make more, to make your message clearer. It can be stories, strategies, handouts, exercise, activity, anything that you think that you can make your message clearer and your audience can take that away with them. Okay? And lastly is closing. Oh, for content, anyone would like to share anything first before I move on? Do you have anything to add?
I'll add something really quick. One of the things that I try and do with content, sometimes more successfully than others, but is to try and make it memorable with either a phrase or alliteration or ABC or a rhyme or something. So if you're doing like the 3 steps to being, well, like my last speech, the 3 steps to being more vulnerable, you know, awareness. No, I can't remember what they are, but right. Awareness, positivity, and engagement. Right. But trying to do something, and I'll use a thesaurus a lot. So if I'm like, here's my 3 points, but there's 3 words that nobody's going to remember because they don't seem connected. Use a thesaurus and find a way to connect those words, whether they all sound familiar or they make a new word or something. Go ahead. Hope that makes sense. I'll finish my coffee now.
Sorry?
Do you have something to share about the content?
Okay.
Yeah, we're good.
We have 2 ways to learn. We can read or we can listen to other people. So if you go on the internet or on the Toastmasters website, there is just thousands of documents there and articles that you can read that will help you learn and understand Toastmasters a lot better. When I first started 14 years ago, I read everything. I read the manuals, every single word, 3 or 4 or 5 times.
Wow.
And even now I read the manuals sometimes every year. So if you read what's in the manuals, they'll tell you about 80-90% of what you need to know that we're just repeating here. The second thing, particularly about content, is they say there's three things that you do, right? Open, middle, close. So in the middle, you have up to 3 points. If it's a short speech, it's 1 point. If it's a longer speech, it's 2 points. If it's any length of a speech or workshop, it's 3 points. So each point is you, just like you say, rhetoric. You make a point, tell a story. Make a point, defend your thesis, or tell a story. Make a point, defend your thesis, tell a story. Make a point, defend your thesis, tell a story. So that's part of the structure, but that's the content structure as opposed to the entire structure. And I'll make some comments later about structure because I believe in it very much. I use it every single time.
Excellent. Give him a round of applause and also the visitors here. Thank you for sharing. That's why I am so happy to have you here, Jensen.
Okay.
I just had one more comment.
Yes.
One thing when I first joined Toastmasters was I went onto the website and I looked at the videos, especially the videos of the competition speakers. Some of those intros are amazing, that they don't say anything and the entire audience is howling. That's how you get them in. Definitely watch other people's videos as much as you can.
Give her a round.
And steal their ideas.
Well, be inspired.
There's no patents or copyrights on it.
Yeah, I just recently listening to a podcast about creativity. She said that actually all but copy each other. It's nothing just original. Even the one that you think is original is also copy. But the reason is creativity is just mixing every ideas to become your own and never created by someone else. It's come from your own. That's the creativity. All right. So next we move to the last part, the part 4, is closing. Is to summarize your speech, summarize everything of your message to make sure that you refer to the beginning again and make short conclusion to let the audience understand and absorb the message once more time so it's stick in their brain. And remember, don't forget call to action. This is very important. You need to find a message or a phrase that will make the audience to feel that they need to take action now. Leave them with that. Lastly is to give thanks. But for Toastmaster, we don't usually thank to the audience, to organizer and everything. So we don't need to. But if you give your speech somewhere else, don't forget to give thanks to the organizer, to the audience, because this shows your appreciation. Okay. Any comments? Any questions? Anything to add to the closing? Thomas, I know you sing deeply. You would like to share.
Sorry, you caught me off guard.
Table topics.
Right.
Okay, if we have no questions, anyone would like to share a story for 2 minutes by adapting what we learned just 20 minutes, 30 minutes ago with all of us just for 2 minutes, like table topic. Anyone?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, just try. You know, when you try to go out your comfort zone, you will remember the rest of your life. Seriously, I did it before. When I went to the workshop, I was on the stage, I was shaking, I was so nervous, but I remember for the rest of my life.
That's
So
true.
try. Ingrid, I know you would like to. Do you want to try?
Maybe.
Mal, do you want to try? No.
Mild, you were at the Thai festival,
Yes.
right, last weekend.
Yes.
How did it go? Tell us the story about how it went for you.
Oh yeah.
Please
There we go.
stand.
Come on.
Please
Please
stand.
stand, take the stage.
Thank you. So, Swadika, everyone. Thanks for having me today. So, the topic of Thai festival last weekend, it went ridiculously great. So, it's really good. About 20,000 people came in 2 days.
Whoa.
Well, the only time in the morning that I get to breathe was from 9:50 to 10 a.m. because that's when my booth finished set up, and then 10 a.m. everyone hits the booth, and it was just going until 8 p.m. at night.
Wow.
So we had an amazing day, a lot of experience talking to people, telling them what our products are about, and getting contacts, and also enjoy the festival itself. So there's a lot of faces in here that actually went to see me at the booth, and I'm so proud. Toastmaster Raj, he's not here, but if you watch the video, thank you so much. He saw me didn't eat anything until 3 p.m. He came and like, do you guys want food? I want.
Aw,
yeah,
nice.
so, and in the morning he was there as well. I was shaking because of the wind. And he came, he went back to his house and grabbed sweater here, and at 3 p.m. he feed me food. So I'm like, you're my superhero
Oh my
for
gosh,
the
that's
day.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yes,
Wow.
so I'm like, Toastmaster! And then the next day, Lada came help me at the booth. She was staying and
Oh.
just actively be in front of my booth and help me as her best ability, and I was so proud. My mom's like, Lada is the best. She helped us so much. She was so impressed by everyone coming to our booth and enjoy. Yes, and we feeded about 4,500 samples in 2 days.
Wow.
Yes, so
Dang.
we gave out so much free food on that day. But it was so memorable and I love it. James Dean was there to cheer me from the back and it was just amazing day. Sam also was there and Thomas was there as well.
Cool.
Thank you so much.
How did Toastmasters help you during that day? What you learned from Toastmasters? How did it help you?
Vocal variety. I find myself not really very monotone. So sometimes I'm like, it's delicious. And sometimes it was just like, lift it up. And sometimes I got caught in my own tiredness of keep repeatedly speaking out the same thing. But then when thinking about Toastmaster, I'm on the stage right now. This is my audience. It lifts my energy up a little bit. And when I speak to people, it's more fun. Because now I get to practice in my memory instead of, hey, it's so tired, like I don't want to answer these people's question anymore. But it's more like, let's do this, let's do this.
Wow.
It's really fun. Yes, thank you.
Terrific.
Very nice.